Look at the night sky. Every star you see is alive, and every one of them will eventually die. Some die quietly. Others explode so violently they outshine entire galaxies. And the craziest part? The atoms in your body were created inside dying stars. Today, we're going to follow the entire life cycle of a star, birth to death. Every star begins inside a nebula. A nebula is a giant cloud of gas and dust floating through space. These clouds are enormous, sometimes hundreds of light years wide. Inside them, something incredible happens. Gravity slowly pulls gas and dust together. Over thousands, even millions of years, the material collapses into dense clumps. These regions are called stellar nurseries. This is where stars are born, but the star hasn't ignited yet. First, it must grow. As gravity keeps pulling material inward, the center of the cloud becomes hotter and denser. This glowing ball is called a protostar. Think of it as a baby star. It's already massive and extremely hot, but something important hasn't started yet: nuclear fusion. Right now, gravity is doing all the work. The protostar keeps gathering more gas and dust, growing hotter and hotter, until one critical moment, when the core temperature reaches about 10 million degrees Celsius, and everything changes. Fusion ignites, a star is born. Now the star enters the main sequence stage. This is the longest and most stable period of a star's life. Inside the core, hydrogen atoms fuse together to create helium. This process releases enormous amounts of energy. That energy travels outward and shines into space as starlight. Our own sun is currently in this stage, and it has been here for about 4.6 billion years. But stars don't stay stable forever. Eventually, the fuel begins to run out, and that's when the real drama begins. When hydrogen in the core is exhausted, gravity starts collapsing the core inward. But the outer layers respond differently. They expand outward dramatically. The star swells hundreds of times larger. It becomes a red giant. The surface cools slightly, giving the star a deep red glow. If our sun became a red giant today,
it could swallow Mercury and Venus, and possibly even Earth. But this stage doesn't last forever. The star is approaching its final act.
what happens next depends on how massive the star is. Small and medium stars like our sun end their lives more gently. They shed their outer layers into space, creating a glowing cloud called a planetary nebula. At the center remains the core, a white dwarf. A white dwarf is about the size of Earth but contains nearly the mass of the sun. It slowly cools for billions of years, but massive stars die much more violently. When a massive star runs out of fuel, the core collapses suddenly. Then comes one of the most powerful explosions in the universe, a supernova. For a short time, the explosion can shine brighter than an entire galaxy. After this explosion, the core that remains becomes something extraordinary. If the remaining core is extremely dense but not too massive, it becomes a neutron star. A neutron star is only about 20 kilometers wide, roughly the size of a city, but it contains more mass than our sun. Its gravity is so intense that atoms are crushed together, forming pure neutrons. Just a small piece of a neutron star would weigh billions of tons. Some neutron stars spin incredibly fast, hundreds of times every second. But if the core is even more massive, gravity wins completely. The core collapses into a black hole. A black hole is an object where gravity becomes so strong that nothing can escape, not even light. At its center lies a point called a singularity, where matter is compressed into an unimaginably tiny space.
Anything that crosses the boundary, called the event horizon, can never return.
From a cloud of dust to a blazing star to a white dwarf, neutron star, or even a black hole. That's the life of a star. And the most incredible part? The atoms in your body were forged inside stars that died billions of years ago. You are literally made of stardust. The universe recycles everything, even stars. So the next time you look at the night sky, remember this. Every star you see has a story, a birth, a life, and a dramatic end. And somewhere out there, new stars are being born right now.
Hit subscribe and join Ample Knowledge Facts for daily knowledge boosts.